How long will Avowed be? Answered. Avowed is the first major RPG to hit the market this year, and with established developers Obsidian behind the helm, fans are amped. In regards to how the game is going to be, we can assume it's going to be around 40 to 60 hours, with this all depending on how many side quests and exploring you do. Avowed will release on February 18th, 2025. Originally, Obsidian's RPG was slated for a fall 2024 launch. However, we're still going to have to wait a little bit longer to dive into the game, but when we do, it'll be good to know how long it'll take to complete the game. Avowed has gathered a ton of anticipation surrounding it, as the game is coming from one of the RPG masterminds, Obsidian. They are best known for their work on Fallout New Vegas, The Outer Worlds, and Pillars of Eternity. With all this said, Avowed is looking to replicate their unique first-person style in-game, and fans won't have to wait much longer to dive into it. Obsidian CEO Fergus Urquhart told us that, while Avowed's original pitch was a sprawling open world like Skyrim, the studio shifted to a more focused scope to emphasize Obsidian's strengths. Instead, Avowed will have a similar scale to Obsidian's sci-fi RPG, The Outer Worlds. We could go off and create an 8 kilometers x 8 kilometers open world, and then deal with all the consequences of that because that makes it a different style game, Urquhart said. But we want to tell more confined stories that the player can experience with their companions, and then move from part of the world to part of the world. Avowed will be a familiar RPG experience for anyone who's played Skyrim. The gameplay footage we've seen is very Elder Scrolls, lots of bashing bandits and skeletons in first person. You can bash sword and board style. You can bash with dual-wielded axes, or a two-handed sword, or ranged weapons.